Alright, we are back with another video of a walkthrough of Excellence Oyster Bay here in Falmouth, Jamaica. And it is September 2025. And here we are, starting the video off out in the Excellence Club, which is what I would consider the end of the resort. So obviously, if you're watching this video, you guys plan on coming to Jamaica and you're checking out different hotels and you're considering Excellence Oyster Bay. So this is gonna be possibly a long walkthrough. Usually I do these in the morning, like early in the morning. Right now it is the hottest time of the day. It's 12 o'clock. And what's interesting about that is usually you would see a lot more rougher waters, like more waves. But because it's in the name, Excellence Oyster Bay, that's the bay. So it's kind of on its own little island, and to the south side you have the bay, and to the north side, which is where I'm walking right now, you have the Caribbean Ocean. All of these are the Excellence Club rooms. So they have a pool over here, and over this side is a lot more calm. It comes at a premium, of course, so it's a little bit more expensive than the regular rooms, which is where we're staying, in a regular room. But as you can see, if you can afford it, Excellence Club is definitely worth it. Why? Because you get your own private, in essence, beach view. And over here, I will show you, is the Falmouth boat dock for cruise ships. So Jamaica in recent time, they updated cruise port over that side. So if you're staying in one of these Excellence Club level suites, you could possibly see a cruise ship coming in or two, right? So like I said, this is the quiet side of the resort, and other than the beach, which has a lot of seagrass, and it being quiet, there's not much to see on this side, which is good depending on what you're looking for. It's an adults only resort, so they tend to have strictly adult only type of excursions and amenities. It's very windy. Yeah, so they tend to have only adults only type of amenities. As you can see, I'm hitting the north side and it's very, very windy. Still a beautiful beach, but what everybody sees about Excellence is the swing. This is the north side of the beach. And you can see that they have the swing, which everyone comes to take a picture with and post on their socials. But yeah, got some steps right here. This is where I left my slippers. So journey with me. They have a pool over here. Well, they have a bar over here. Pool is over the Excellence Club side. A lot of people who are on their honeymoons come here. I mean, they put a little sash on your door. But this is a resort, guys. This spa is over here. And this is a map. Which, one thing I really like about this hotel is they have an app. I saw somebody who said online before I came, it's difficult to figure out where to go because they don't have enough maps. They have signs everywhere. And on top of that, the app is, I would say, the best part because it lets you know what events are coming up. It lets you know the restaurants, and it pretty much is your concierge. Separate and apart from that, they do have a concierge, which I do like. So, as you guys can see, with these rooms, you either have a beach view or you have a bay view. So there's no bad room at this hotel. Like I said, these are the Excellence Club, and those are the more affordable rooms. We opted for one with a pool, a plunge pool, but every room has a jacuzzi tub. So it's a bathtub with jets. So every single room has a jacuzzi tub where you see those louved windows. That's where the jacuzzi tub is. And then some have a separate pool, little plunge pool. So we're getting into a lot of the action. Like I said, usually I record these things early in the morning, so you don't get to see the action of how the resort is. But I'm gonna just give you guys a taste of what it's like here during the middle of the day. To the left we have some food. You can get some food over here. It's all inclusive. So they have jerk chicken and things like that. And then over here you have the pool and pool activities, the main pool and main pool activities happening. This is Sonic. So over here you have cabanas. Very nice. And a little beach bar. Little pool bar. So you can get some drinks. And these are available for anyone to use. So I really like that if you get out here early in the morning, no view is a bad view. This is kind of what I would consider the main bar, which is by the pool. And then this side of the pool is a lot quieter. And they have a restaurant up there. People are getting lunch. So, very nice. Each side of the pool has these jacuzzis. And then down over that side is the Excellence Club condos. So that was a main pool, and over here you have some huts which sit on the beach. So you have your choice of either a cabana that's on the beach or these huts that are on the beach. And you can see, like I said, this side is a lot more lively than the club side. And you have signs everywhere. So in the night, you have entertainment that happens right around here, which is closer to the lobby side. So over here we saw Michael Jackson yesterday. And it's very nice, right? They have a live band and everything. And what was really nice about it was they have a bar on this side. So you're sitting over here, you hop over here, you get your drink. So very nice. And of course behind you is the ocean. Everything is picturesque. So you're not gonna not have a good time. You have a cafe right here where you can get some coffee and a bar, the main bar. So when you come, this is the lobby to check in. So a very nice lobby. And the front, this is the entrance. Automatic doors, which I really like. So like I said, it sits on its own little island. So you don't have anyone out here. So if you're worried about safety, if you're worried about things being stolen or whatever, there's nobody out here because Excellence sits on its own little island. If you're watching this video, you should actually check out the hotel on Google Maps, because you'll realize that to get out here, everyone is coming through like an approved transfer, or there's not a lot of people who drive out here. On this first floor, you have some restaurants. So you have the grill, you have Spice, and then where we've had our breakfast is the kitchen, which is over here. So, very nice setup in there. And we had dinner at this Italian restaurant last night. So I'll walk you up to our room so you guys can see our room. And they have elevators. I just choose to walk. So we're on the second floor of the main building. We're not by the Excellence Club. And we are in room 1221, which, what I was telling you about the people on their honeymoon. So this is our room, and I was explaining that every room has one of these right by the looped windows, but we also opted for a plunge pool. So you don't actually have to do the Excellence Club, which is over that side. You can opt for your own plunge pool, which is private, and you know, you can do your adult things over this side. So very nice setup, very nice room. The alcohol is included. Alcohol is included. So the bathrooms, excuse the mess. Shower tubs, very nice setup. Closet is in there, which is activated through the light. And of course they have everything that you need, which is things like a fitness center. So if you're worried about safety, this is a perfect hotel. One thing that we found super interesting is on the TV, you actually have an adults channel, if you know what I mean. So we were just flipping through the channels, and you know, you got your typical CNN International, BET, Fox, and then you hit the Jamaican channels, which is TVJ and CVM. And then right after that, it says adults, which just means it's the Naughty People channel. So that's on the TV if you want to, you know, indulge. But very nice hotel. It was opened in 2019. This is where we just saw the restaurants. And I started my watch. At the Excellence Club. This is a Caribbean Grove where you can have lunch. And this is a cafe where you can get some coffee and treats. And it's all free. This side of the hotel I haven't really been, but I know they have water sports over here. So. Gazebos. And yeah, beach volleyball. The app tries to get us to book these cabanas, but I'm like, why would I book a cabana when you have the free cabanas, which are right by the main pool, which is right by a bar, which is perfectly acceptable, which I prefer and enjoy. You can get a paddleboard from the water sports area, but these are on reserve, these cabanas. And in the bay, you actually have a luminous tour, which we did when we were at Ocean Coral Springs. And at the end of that video, I told you don't do it again, right? So I've walked for 1 mile, but over here is the water sports to get a paddleboard. And they have parasailing. It's a parasailing boat. You can also get kayaks, which is super nice. And now we are entering Excellence Club territory again. So over here, a lot more calm, a lot more relaxed, a lot more expensive. But they have their own pool, which is like right here, and then their own cabanas. It's a seagrass, or this is seaweed that has dried up, which is not on the other side. They should clean this up. But this is the hotel, guys, and I think we've walked the entire length of the hotel, which, as you can see from my watch, has been 22 minutes, well over a mile. So it's a great hotel. One thing I do love is that they have the golf carts, which go back and forth. So it's not like if you come here, you'll have to walk every which way. You can just hop on a golf cart, especially if you're in an Excellence Club setting. Which I believe this is the end of the resort. Again, that way is Miami, it's north. That is south. That's east. And that is west, which is Falmouth and Montego Bay. So at the dead end of the resort, we have one last cabana, which my wife is probably watching me now because she can see me from the other side, which is the first time I've made it this far, so we're making it here together. Seems to be a little house up on that side. The beach is getting a little bit more rocky. And there's nothing out here. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I brought the drone, so I'm gonna do a drone video, which will be a lot shorter than this, 1 or 2 minutes, to give you guys a perspective of how this place looks. So if you like this video, go ahead and like. Drop a comment if you've been here before. Drop a comment if you're going and you're excited. And I've done a couple of these hotel walkthroughs. So if you are interested, I've done Bahamas, Ocean Coral Springs, and right here in Falmouth. I've done Atlantis in the Bahamas. So if you like these kinds of walkthrough videos, or you want to check out other hotels, go for it. Thank you. Catch you guys on the next video. Peace.